Well, hey there, pedal people. It's the Pedal Guy here. How you doing? Today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to set up your Mighty Lite BT with your iPhone. But before we get started, please take a second and click on that subscribe button down there so you can stay up to date with all of our videos. And if you're watching this video on Facebook or Instagram, take a second and like and follow us so you can stay up to date with all of our activities. Well, we did a video recently on the Mighty Lite BT, and hopefully you'll agree with me, it's a great sounding amp. But some of the hidden features cannot be accessed by using the top here of the amp. They actually are used by making use of they're found by making use of the app that you can download for free from the App Store. It's called the Mighty Amp. And this works with not only the Mighty Lite BT, but the other Mighty amps in the NuX series that have Bluetooth support built into them. So there's a 30, there's a 50, I believe, and there's also, of course, the 8, although I don't know if the 8 has Bluetooth or not. But in any case, I'm going to show you how to set that up very briefly here, and I'm going to show you some of the hidden little features that maybe you weren't aware of. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to connect the Mighty Lite BT to the phone via Bluetooth. We want to turn on the Bluetooth functionality by pressing and holding the channel switch button. You should now see the blue LED blinking, which means that it's in discoverable mode. So let's go to the Bluetooth settings on the phone, and we should now see the Mighty Lite down at the bottom as far as discoverable devices go. So we'll go ahead and press that and turn it on, and in a second you should hear a noise. Okay, that tells you that it's connected. So now if we go to the Mighty Amp app, and again this is a free app from the App Store, it connects up, and now we go over to the settings and we select the Mighty Lite MIDI, which should be one of the discoverable devices. At that point now we are hooked up and we are ready to go. So at this point you have your edit, your drum, your jam track, and your settings. Now we'll go into the drum and the jam tracks in a couple minutes, but first let's just talk about what's immediately available to you that'll make perfect sense right from the get-go. The first thing is in the edit, you've got your choice between switching from the clean channel to the overdrive channel to the distortion channel. You can also set up your amp with effects any way you want to, and then you can press the save button, and that'll save the preset. So when you disconnect the amp from the phone, you can take it on a remote, and that preset will be remembered in the amplifier. You can also, at any time, you can reset the entire device by simply pressing the reset button. Now, as far as making adjustments, it's very easy to do. You can make adjustments to any of the channels. You can do level, you can do tone. We have the guitar here. Now, of course, we're going through not only the microphone here, but also the microphone on my lav mic here. So it's going to sound a little funky, but we'll turn that mic off so you can hear it a little more up close and personal. But you have discrete control over the knobs that are already here available to you, but you have so much more than that. Let me explain. You can go and you can activate a noise gate. There is a noise gate built into the app, into the amp and the app. Isn't that cool? So you can turn it on, and now you are noise free. Okay, moving to the right, we have the amp section. Now we can go from here is we can select overdrive, we can select distortion, but remember that those are going to the other channels, so that that gate we just set up, it's now reset because we didn't save it. So just keep that in mind. To the far right of that, we have the modulation section. So we have our choice between phaser, tremolo, chorus, and a vibe. So we have all kinds of effects to work with here. You can select it, and then you can turn it on and change your rate and your depth. So we'll turn off the mic so you can hear what it sounds like. The next section you have is the Ambient section. Now notice, I haven't even touched the app. I haven't touched the amp at all. I've just been doing everything from the app. And from here you have your Ambient section, you have your choice between 4 different types of delays and 4 different types of reverbs. So you could turn on, say, a spring reverb if you wanted to. And let's hear what that sounds like. So that's really cool, right? And if you want to save it at that point, just go ahead and click the save button, and now it's saving the data to that channel. So if you go to the Overdrive channel, and then you jump back to the clean channel, that's going to be there. Now we have the drum section available right here on the amp itself, but we also have it available to us in the app. So we can go to R&B, we can turn it on. If we want to change the tempo, change the master volume. Go to the country. So you get the point. That gives you a very easy drum loop to play against. But let's say you wanted a jam track. Well, here you go. Now, if you remember when we did the last video, in the last video I showed you how to use it with GarageBand, and that's still a very viable solution if you want to go that way. However, NuX has already set up some tracks here, some demo tracks for you to work with, and you also have some artist tracks to work with as well in different keys. So if we go to backing tracks, here's a blues in A. Let me mute the mic here. So they really have thought of everything here. I mean, isn't that cool? From there, that's pretty much everything that's in the app itself, but that just unleashed a whole new palette of things to do with the Mighty Lite BT. And this also applies to the other Mighties in the Mighty series from NuX that support Bluetooth. So if it supports Bluetooth, this app should work with those amps. So that is hopefully, mind blown at this point, and this will give you something to play with if you get one of these guys. But just keep in mind, this is 99 bucks and you get that. That's just really cool in my mind. So in any case, for more information on this amp and the other products that we carry, please visit us at ThePedalGuy.com. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And of course, don't forget to follow us on Instagram too. Thanks and have a great day.